Hello, welcome to MissouriNet.com. It is SEC Basketball Media Day in Charlotte, North Carolina, and there is our man from our sister network from South Carolina, Phil Kornblutt, who is doing work for us today, double duty, triple duty. Who knows how many schools he's covering today? But look at him though; this guy's so connected. He is sitting where the coaches sat during their pressers today. Phil, my first question is. Why couldn't they iron that backdrop? Look at how wrinkled that thing is behind you.
It's a new material they're using in the SEC. It's something to prevent Ebola from invading the hotel here. So I don't know. Don't get me started on that, okay?
All right. Now, listen, I'm going to set people to just kind of – I talked and said, hey, Phil, can you jump on with a Google Hangout for me? And you said, you know what, let's not get in-depth with questions because I haven't followed basketball. I'm wrapped up in football, and I'm wrapped up in football. I've got Mizzou football. The Chiefs and Rams are playing this weekend. Of course, we happen to have a baseball team that's in the World Series. Are a lot of media people like you? I mean, how do you get excited about basketball at this point in the season? There's so much going on. We're in the thick of SEC football, and then they host this basketball event.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. Now, I mean, there's people that cover basketball full time. This is something that really jacks them up, like Jerry Tipton, for example, from the Kentucky papers. He covers Kentucky basketball like he drinks water every day. I mean, that's his thing. And so guys like that, the basketball beat writers, they get really excited about it. To me, it's just an event to cover because it's happening. And fortunately for us, it's only an hour down the road from Columbia. Normally this is in Hoover, and we go to it most of the time. But last year we didn't go to it because it just conflicted with big football games coming up that weekend, and they held it over a 2-day period, I believe. They spread it out. You did the women yesterday here, and then they brought the men in today and knocked out all 14 coaches. So from a convenience standpoint, it worked out very well for our coverage. So, we won't turn our attention to basketball full time really until after the weekend of the 29th, after the big rivalry games are played. There'll be some basketball games played in early November, and we'll have to cover them and note them and watch them and kind of follow along. But the real interest in terms of the media and really the fans won't kick in until after, in our case with South Carolina, the football game with Clemson.
Absolutely. Phil Kornblutt is joining us doing some work for MissouriNet.com as we talk about SEC men's basketball. We'll get to the poll in a moment, but you had an opportunity to pull two of our Tiger basketball players to the side, Ryan Rosberg and Jonathan Williams III. Just in talking with them for a couple of minutes, and by the way, we have that exclusive audio at MissouriNet.com with this story that'll be posted shortly. What's your impression of their impressions of their new head coach, Kim Anderson?
I think they really like him. They speak very positively about him. They like his style. They like his intensity. They like the changes that he has brought to the program. I think they like the style of play that he brings to the program. I think they like the fact that he is a Missouri guy, and he takes, obviously has deep pride in the program. So everything they had to say about him was very positive. And I got to tell you, those are two really nice guys. I enjoyed my 3 or 4 minutes talking to the two of them, and they're very well spoken. So, but as far as what they had to say about Coach Anderson, it was all positive, and so it sounds like it's off to a good start at Missouri with the new regime.
I love this comparison. I'm going to play this for you. I love the comparison that Ryan Rosberg gave of Anderson and his practices to a favorite movie we all know.
Have you seen Hoosiers? It's kind of like that defensive stuff, diving all over the place, running, physical, being it's an old school type field to practice, but it's been good. It's been productive, and
yeah, all right. So it's like Hoosiers. I mean, listen, Mizzou's going to have to play defense. It's exciting to hear college kids say that they're excited about playing defense.
And keep in mind what Missouri went through last year with all the off the court stuff, and they're probably just relieved to have that behind them. A coaching change, the transition can sometimes be a little rocky. Sometimes it can be very smooth. It sounds like this one's been very smooth, and I got to believe the players just enjoy the fact that the focus now is on what's happening on the court and not all the stories that were going on off the court involving the former head coach.
And he'll remain nameless here. Let's talk about the polls. Kentucky #1, Mizzou 7. Anything else that kind of surprised you at all? As we're talking with Phil Kornblutt, who's in Charlotte for the SEC Basketball Media Days.
Well, the only thing surprising is that Kentucky only got 20 first-place votes. Of course, there were only 20 people who voted. So they got, I mean, it could have been, if 50 people voted, Kentucky would have gotten 50 first-place votes. But, I mean, they do return 4 starters from a team that played for the national championship last year. Florida was second in the poll, then Arkansas, LSU, Georgia. 6 was Ole Miss. Then Missouri was 7th. Auburn, Texas A&M, and Alabama. South Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi State, rounding out the 14 teams in the league. The preseason player of the year was Aaron Harrison from Kentucky. Nobody from Missouri made the preseason All-SEC team. We had a total of 5 Kentuckians named, Harrison on the first team, and then they had 4 on the second team. So it's a typical SEC preseason ballot. Kentucky dominates.
Yeah, no doubt. And, and Phil, listen, they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. And I think it's actually fine for the Mizzou fans that are watching, and I think they kind of expected it. No Tigers on the list. Listen, expectations are low, and that's for me, I think that's a great way for Kim Anderson to come into a new basketball program. There are no expectations. So wherever he starts, it's fresh, it's a clean slate, and he's got a chance to build from there. And they've had a lot of player turnover already, but the players, as you talk to them, and we can hear on MissouriNet.com, they're excited about it, and it's just a nice, even, flat place to start for Mizzou basketball.
It is, and I mean, being picked 7th isn't all that bad. That tells you that the media feels like that they are sort of.
No, he's getting kicked out.
I am.
He got kicked out. I heard him say you can't be there.
He's recording something. Okay.
Get out. They told him get out. Look at it. Wait, I'll be quiet so we can listen. Oh, he muted his microphone. Oh, look at that. He muted his mic. Yeah, you're mute. Look, did you shut your microphone off so we couldn't hear you getting scolded?
No, I didn't mean to.
Oh, yeah, you got busted. You thought you had all this pull. Look at there he goes. There you go. Oh man, wait till I show your guys at Sports Talk SC this one. He gets booted. Look at, he's got to come off the podium. Oh my gosh. I did a Google Hangout at the SEC Championship game. I was up on the podium. They didn't kick me off, and that, you figure that's a bigger event than. Oh my God, I think they're kicking him out of the room. I mean, the SEC Championship game, that's a bigger event than SEC Basketball Media Days. He might be getting kicked out of the hotel. Is there an escort? Hey, is there an escort with you or what? They kicked you out of the room. Hold on, he's got to get his microphone set up, and oh, this is great. This is why he's got to figure all this out. They got him all frazzled. I love.
All right, how about now?
This is awesome. This is.
Do you have me now?
Yeah, I got you now. So now you're at the side, you're down the hall?
They sent me into the corner. I'm sitting in the timeout corner. I've been sent.
I hope you don't get banned. Oh, now I hope you don't get banned. They're not going to ban you, are they? Look at now, he's lost his bandwidth. Oh, this is bad for Korn. What happens next? This is why I love Google Hangout. I love this. This is great. Live web streaming.
In my typical style, I didn't ask in advance. I just sat up there and started doing our thing. I got not that I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of any of this. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. I didn't realize it would be a problem. He felt like it was interfering with the interviews happening around the room, but I don't think I was. I wasn't that loud. I got thrown out of the press box at the College World Series back in early 2000 because I was doing my show from one of the open booths on the air, and the NCAA guys come in this show, Columbia, South Carolina. And they said, well, you can't be up here doing a live show. And I said, why not? And, they started on me about radio rights and all this sort of nonsense. Well, I shouldn't say nonsense. I guess that's a big thing, even for our company. So anyway, don't run that. So anyway, so we got into it, and they made me shut down at the top of the hour. And but what came out of it was I said to him after we had our big argument, I said to him, guys, this thing has gotten so big. Why don't y'all have like a radio row like you have for basketball? And you know what? They agreed, and they set one up starting the next year. They set it up in the parking lot. They won't let you watch the games while you're doing a live radio show. You do it from out in the parking lot. But they set up a tent. They provide you with the phone line and everything.
Oh, that's so I'm texting my buddies at Sports Talk SC on Twitter that the Kornbluth is getting kicked off the SEC media table. I hope you have your credentials revoked or anything like that.
Ooh, it could be an issue the next time around. Hopefully, he didn't see my name. He doesn't know me. The gentleman who escorted me, well, he didn't escort me, who asked me to leave. Hopefully, he doesn't know who I am. I'm not that big of listen. I'm not that big a fish around here that he would know who I am.
Right. Hopefully, Slive could give you like a pardon before he bails at the end of the
I hope
so. All right, Phil Court. Look at he putting his name, his credentials, everything on the line to bring us some Mizzou basketball action. And
I want you to realize the depths to which I went to deliver this product for you.
Listen, we and I'm sure our Missouri Tiger fans appreciate it, Phil. So thank you so much.
Anytime. I'm here for you.
All right, we'll let you go. Phil does have that exclusive interview with Rosberg and JW3. That's at MissouriNet.com. So as you're this, you can pop over to MissouriNet.com. And, Sports Talk replied back to me. They said, at Missouri Sports, what did he do this time? So I'm just saying, I've got video. You must have a reputation there. All right. We're gonna. Yeah, all right, listen, we'll let our Mizzou fans go. Phil, I'll let you go, and thanks a lot. This is MissouriNet.com.